The Cats have another big game coming up tomorrow as they are set to take on the Michigan State Spartans and Coach Tom Izzo. This is going to be a fun basketball game. Michigan State's an interesting team that I think matches up well for the Cats. We're going to break it down on today's episode of the Wildcats Today Podcast. I'm your host, Andrew Stefaniak, publisher at Kentucky Wildcats on SI. Joined, as always, by Carson Nash. Carson, how was your weekend? What did we get into? Anything crazy?
Yeah, it was a great weekend. You got to see the Cats take down 10-0 Tennessee Tech. We're starting to get some Uncle Mo in the locker room, it looks like, with the football Cats. So really excited there. Take on Vandy next week. Eyeball emojis, maybe in Pavia's senior season, make him not go to the playoff. But really exciting weekend, a lot of fun, a lot of good times with friends. Great weather. Might have been the best weather all year. So it was a beautiful weekend.
Oh, it was. I mean, it was just a perfect final because warm weekend. It kind of feels like it's probably going to get cold again and be miserable. But that was a fun 75 and sunny. It was nice. It was a good one. So yeah, that's for sure. But first, we'll talk a little bit about the Eastern Illinois game. Carson, I thought that there was good and there was bad in this game, and we talked about it when we previewed kind of the game. There was nothing. Eastern Illinois is a terrible basketball team. There was nothing. We weren't going to heck yeah, baby, we beat them by 1,000,000. We're back. We got to go prove it tomorrow against a solid basketball team. But, they were positives and they were negatives. And Carson, I know you have your number one negative. What from this game? What was that?
My number one negative has got to be the front court turnovers. I cannot stand a front court turnover because it all comes down to hand-eye coordination and making the right pass. I think it's something that very easily can be fixed, and that very much frustrates me because you get good position and you have a guy down low, but then you just lose the ball and it ends up being a turnover and the other team can take advantage of that. It infuriates me.
Yeah. We turned it over 13 times, which against a team like this feels like way too many turnovers, right? And 10 of them were the front court. BG has 4. Good gosh. Mo D has 2. I'm not as mad about him. He had a great game. He had the ball in his hands a lot. It is what it is. Yelovich had 3, and then Moreno had 1. So, 10 of those turnovers came from your front court. You only have 2 from Jasper and 1 from Aberdeen, your main ball handlers. Colin didn't turn the ball over. Ortega didn't turn the ball over. So, first, you're right. What frustrates me is turning the ball over. There are times when your opponent just makes a good play. Maybe you're looking and they just tap it, whatever, right? And then there's times where it's just what are we doing?
Yeah.
And it feels like a lot of our turnovers are, what are we doing?
What are we doing?
It's just value the basketball. And that is the most first base coach cliche of all time, but value the basketball. Don't turn that thing over. We need as many shots as we can get. If you turn it over, that's one less shot we're going to get to take. One less opportunity. We could have scored. We don't turn the ball over once, we probably score 110 points, maybe 120. You know what I mean? That's the reality. You turn the ball over 13 times, that's 13 less shots you're going to get. So we got to take care of the ball. This was that was the main difference against Louisville. You could say the 3-pointers. We talked about that. Louisville got hot to kind of spread that lead. You could say it was Mikael Brown Jr. All of those were big factors. It was the turnovers. That was the basketball game. Free throw line hurt too, but the turnovers were the difference against the Cards. That's the reality. We lost that battle by a wide margin, and they scored off our turnovers. So, so you're hoping maybe against Eastern Illinois, we're not going to take a ton of positives away, but maybe we can only turn the ball over 3 times and kind of feel, no, turns it over 13 times. Just I'm very frustrated about that, but there also were some positives in this game. I thought offensively, Modi was great. He led us with 20 points, 8 of 9 from the field. Cannot get
double looked absolutely dominant.
Yeah, finally, still can't bet it. Gosh, cowards of FanDuel. So I was happy with that. Who else stood out offensively besides Mo D, Carson?
Yeah, I think you talked about him a little bit. Mr. Jasper Johnson really impressed me because I think any time that you play less than 20 minutes and can come up with 7 assists is pretty impressive, especially the fact that we're going to have to lean on him in the future because of Lowe's uncertainty. So I think that's huge that Jasper gets going.
Yeah. I mean, and like, look at this. I agree with you on Jasper. He 7 turnovers and 7 assists, excuse me, in that short a period of time for him is really that's going to be great. And especially, and we'll see what happens with Lowe. I have a feeling, and this is just based off of cut. I have a feeling there he's going to have that surgery. I don't know why. That's my guess right now, Carson. I don't know where you lean on that. What's your guess?
Yeah, I don't know. That's my thing. I don't know. I don't want to take a guess right now because I don't want to guess surgery at all because I think that would be terrible. But I would probably lean that way just right now, just based off a gut feeling. But there's nothing substantial like evidence showing that.
Hey, I've powered through my dislocated kneecap 3 times. I'm still here. I'm still dominating the cornhole boards. I mean, seriously. Athletes play through injuries. Okay. Jeez.
Cornhole might be a tad bit different than basketball.
That's not when we're playing. It's just as competitive. It's physical.
Same type of knee rotation.
Exactly. So, and if you call cornhole bags, wrong podcast, man. Wrong podcast. We're just kidding. We still love you, but just call it cornhole. It'd be really great for everybody. So yeah, I mean, but listen to this, Carson. Listen to these stats. Okay, bench points. Kentucky outscores them 44-23. Fast break points outscore them 24-6. Second chance points outscore them 22-3. Paint points outscore them 54-16. All of those categories you leave saying perfect execution. Mm-hmm. The reality is the only negative was the turnovers, and we won the turnover battle, but that shouldn't be a battle. Just like the rest of those numbers where we won by a wide margin, it should have been. They turned it over 16 times. It should have been 16-6 or something. Not 16-13. We got to take care of the basketball, especially since a Michigan State team that we're getting ready to play that defensively is much better than Louisville. I think. I mean. In Ken Palm, Michigan State defensively is 14, but I think they're a solid defensive basketball team. So it's gonna matter a lot. Any other thoughts from this Eastern Illinois game before we talk a little bit about Old Sparty?
That's all I got. Only can build upon it. Good win. It was not a very good opponent, but at least we won.
Win column. So yeah, they're Michigan State, Carson, is a very interesting basketball team. They've only played 3 games, obviously. They do have a win over a familiar face. They beat Coach Cal and the Arkansas Razorbacks a few days ago. A game, it was a tight one, and it was a game that took, and it was, I watched it. It was a home game. What was interesting about this game is it took Cam Ward, a bench guy for the Spartans, going 8 for 13, 18 points for them to pull off the win, and it took some Calipari magic down the stretch. Did you watch the end of that one live?
There was certainly some Calipari magic. Here.
They had Brazil pulling up like I think they were like 4 seconds down. They were either down 3 or down 2. I think it was 3. I think it was when they were down their full 3-pointer. Mm-hmm. And there was like 4 seconds left. They had it. It was either, I think it was out of bounds underneath, and they throw it to Brazil, and he just pulls up from like 10 feet behind the 3-point line.
Yeah.
He shot the ball with like 2.5 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah.
It was just like, Cal, baby. He's back.
And then he may or may not have gotten frustrated after the fact and smacked a fan in the face with his towel.
Yeah, he did. No, he did. He did do that. But this is a Michigan State team. Carson, I think this matches up to us really well. Okay. Really, really well. Guess what they're shooting from 3? Well, I'm not going to ask you to guess because you already know. Carson, tell us what they shoot from 3.
21.7%.
Is that good?
No, not for them. Okay. No.
This is one of the, and I know it's been 3 games. Okay. They've had 4 players. 4 players make a 3-point basket. 4. And maybe that's one of those things that it sounds crazier than it is, but that feels pretty crazy.
They need a LASIK sponsorship.
So, I mean, okay, like let's see how many. I wonder how many we've had. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've had 9 players make a 3-point basket this year. They've had 4. That's just to me, that's absurd. I don't know how. So they're not a good offensive team. They have a lot of guys. I think they have 2 solid bigs. Michigan State's a team that has some pretty good big men, I think. I really do. I think that they Kohler's a guy that's been around. They have a lot of returners. Their only starter that's not a returner is this kid Fort, who came over, Trey Fort, who came over from Samford, where he averaged 14.6 a game last year. And then the rest of their guys are returners from that Elite 8 team from a year ago. You know, Kohler was on that team. Kohler was good. Carr was on that team, Cooper, and then Fears Jr. All 4 of them were, you know, on that team last year. So they return a lot of starters, Carson. But they definitely play an interesting style of basketball. They're a good defensive team, terrible offensive team. How do you think we match up? How do you think we should attack these Spartans?
Yeah, I think we match up well. And, you know, Izzo's a great coach, and he coaches some old school basketball, right? So they like to play through Kohler. They like to play through the paint, which opens up their outside more. He's an old school guy. He likes the back to the basket guy, butt on the block, you know. But I think Kohler's a great piece for them, and that's an Izzo team that he likes. Like that's how he builds his team. And so I'm excited to play against them. But I think the biggest key for us in the game is to keep the pace high. I think if we keep the pace high and almost get into a shooting match with them, I think we win easily because they can't score as much as we can. And I think limiting the turnovers and not giving them easy baskets is going to make it so we win.
Yeah. Kohler, I mean, the dude's 3 games, as we said, but dude's averaging 14.3 points and 13.3 rebounds. So he's 3rd overall in the nation in rebounding right now. But I mean, yeah, this is a Michigan State team that, like, I don't know. You're right. They're an old fashioned kind of ball club, you know, and they're going to play it. They're going to play the half court offense. You know how, Coach Pope always likes to talk about how he, we want to play fast. If the shot's not, if there's 10 seconds left on the shot clock, we've done something wrong. Like, you know, that quick style of basketball, that's just not really what Michigan State is out here to do.
And I know we talked about this before we started the show, but I think this could be a really good game to throw in a zone or change up some zone defense because they can't really compete as well from outside. So, and they do have some crazy athletes. Like Cohen Carr is a crazy athlete that gets downhill fast and hard. And so I think playing a zone would help us defend that and make it so they can't get easy layups.
So pulling up the stats from this Arkansas game, there's 46 points in the paint. That is a lot of points in the paint. That's of their 69 points. And I mean, this is another game. If you just look at the stat sheet, like the team stats, you know, and I know they only won by 3 points. Like, it's not like they won by a wide margin, but
yeah,
they only shot 2% better from the field. They were 1 of 14 from 3 in this game. They made 1 3-pointer. They shot 69% at the free throw line compared to Arkansas 65. It's not like they were dominant there. They did out rebound them, which is as you would expect. They had 6 more defensive rebounds and 6 more offensive rebounds. They had 2 more assists. They tied on the turnover battle. Now, actually, Arkansas had 7 more points off the turnovers than Michigan State did. They had 14 fast break points compared to Arkansas's 18. They fouled 6 less times. You know, that played a role. But I mean, the reality is the big difference here on the side of Michigan State was in the paint, and the side of Arkansas was from 3 because Arkansas made 7 threes. So that was kind of the difference here between these two ball clubs. But I mean, yeah, this is a team, they want to score down low. I mean, Carr, he's a great – he, to me, is a less skilled – and I know he hasn't – our guy, Otega Owe, hasn't played that great this year, but he's like less skilled. He'll take it away.
Mm-hmm.
He's a insane. He's got more bounce than Ortega, and Ortega's got a lot of bounce.
He does.
I mean, this Cohen Carr kid can jump
he's
out.
He's a watch out below candidate.
Yeah, he's
out of the way.
We could win this game by a wide margin, and we could also get absolutely dunked on by Cohen Carr a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really care. If we win, that's fine. I mean, at least it'll be I'd like to see Cohen Carr have a couple cool dunks if we're up by like
20. I want at least one run out while we're up 20 where he goes in between the legs for each bag.
That's what I'm saying, because he's a freak athlete, man, but he's not a basketball player. Like, he's just an athlete. He's not a good
Cohen Carr versus Colin Chandler dunk contest. We need to see it before the game.
That's Cohen Carr, man.
That would be must-see TV.
Oh, it would be, but that's how I think that's how crazy. I mean, like, I don't even think Colin will have a chance.
No, I don't think so either. And Colin's an insane dunker.
Exactly. But Fears, man, I'll tell you what, great passer, averaging 9.3 assists so far this season. He's going to distribute for this basketball team and still averaging on top of that 4 boards and 11 points. I mean, he'd fill up a stat sheet. He's a good veteran guard for this team. You know, I mean, he's been at Michigan State for a little while now. He played 36 games last year for them and started all of them. He's a good player. You know, he's been in college for a handful of years. He's listed as a sophomore, but this is his 3rd year at Michigan State. So I assume he redshirted at one point or something.
He gives me low-key Cassius Winston vibes. I don't know why.
Really?
Just a tad bit. Because, like, I don't know. He's definitely not as good, but just the way he kind of orchestrates their offense.
Yeah.
It just gives me vibes.
But so here is my thoughts, Carson, on this Michigan State team. Okay. Here's my thoughts. I think they got a win against, and I think Arkansas is really good. Arkansas did not have their best showing against Michigan State. So I think that Michigan State is a team that this is going to look like a really good win on paper for us if we win. And it's not going to look like a really good win in 2 months. I think that they are a solid basketball team. They're a solid Big Ten, middle of the road kind of Big Ten team. If you can't shoot a little bit,
I'm concerned
succeed.
About their outside shooting.
I mean, I'm at the point where I'm like, put 5 guys, which, I mean, once again, I'm going to put, I won't even put it out in the universe. We have our fears as Kentucky fans about guys.
Jinx.
Yeah. But put 5 guys, just do a circle around the paint. You know what I mean? We'll get every rebound.
Just one big circle around the paint.
And if they start making a couple, go guard it. I mean, hey. But I'm kidding with it.
They're all shuffling in a circle too, like rotating.
Yeah. But so this is a team. If you can't shoot, you're just a lick. If you can't even respect it a little bit, it's going to be hard to succeed. I mean, you know, that's just the reality. So I think that Michigan State's a solid team. They play good defense, but their offense is so bad. And I mean, I think they won that Arkansas game. It was at home for the Spartans. It was a big one. They had a great crowd. You know, they obviously love their basketball up there in East Lansing. And I think it was that type of game. I think on a neutral site, I think Arkansas beats them 8 times out of 10, maybe 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
At home, I think they beat them 10 times out of 10. I think on the road, they win 6 out of 10. I think Michigan State just they're Kentucky football, man. They uglied that game.
Yeah, they muck up the game. If Michigan State's going to beat us, it's going to be 67-65. It's not going to be in the 90s.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So, I mean, if we just have a good offensive day, we should win this basketball game because our defense is going to we'll be able to slow them down because I think we're going to be able to defend down low well against them.
Yeah, I thought the good thing for me is their strength, Michigan State, is rebounding, and I think we've actually rebounded pretty well recently. So I'm not super concerned about that, but that is one category that you want to win for sure. Yeah,
I'd like to see where they've got to be high up on that offensive board list. I mean, it's a little early in the year to kind of really care about these, like, you know, NCAA stats.
Yeah, I mean, it's based off of 3 games.
That's what I'm saying. But I mean, actually, we're not. Oh, here we are. We are 89th in offensive boards per game. But so I mean, it's a little early to read into those games, but yeah, they're a good rebounding team. They play smart. I mean, they're obviously a well coached ball club. If you can't shoot a lick, I just think it's going to be hard to beat us.
Yeah,
that's a reality, and make sure you're getting hands in their guys that can shoot a little bit. I mean, Fear is just shooting 37% from three on the year. This Tang kid is shooting 40%, but I mean that's probably only on like 4 attempts. They've only shot 63s as a team, right?
Yeah,
13.
Yeah, which is not many at all.
Yeah, I mean this Tang kid, I guess he's shooting 3.3 a game. So I mean it's Fears and Tang are there 2 guys that can shoot the rock.
Mm-hmm.
I mean that's what this comes down to.
Yeah,
they've got Fort is shooting 21%. Kohler, he can have that all night long, man. He can have that all night long. He's a guy that was not really known as a 3-point shooter. Now he's shooting 4 a game. He can have that thing.
Valentine. That's not the shot.
Yeah. I mean, Kohler's a kid that in his career has never his first season, 0.1 threes per game. Second season, 0.1 threes per game. Last season, 1.4 a game, so boosted a little bit. He shot 37% on that 1.4. This year, he's shooting 4 per game, and he's making one of them. He's shooting 25%.
Kohler's there. Here's my thing. So you remember how we talked about Louisville and how we said you can't let Michael Brown Jr. beat you.
Yeah.
You can let Kohler beat you. You can let Kohler do whatever he wants because he's in the paint taking twos. As long as he's somewhat inefficient, it's going to be a slow take time. We're going to back down, maybe get a foul, maybe get a layup. You can let him beat you because he doesn't open up a bunch of the offense. Now, the difference was Michael Brown Jr. You can't let him go for 20 and 1/2 like that. Yeah. You can't let that happen. So I think you can let Kohler beat you. You just got to limit the surrounding cast. Like you can't have Cam Ward have 20 points. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, this is going to come down to our offense being able to score against their defense. I think that we're going to shut them down a little bit offensively. I mean, it's basketball. They're still going to score, probably 60 points. But I think if our offense has a good night and we shoot the ball well, this to me has wide margin victory written on it. I just, Michigan State, I think I watched the end of that game and I hadn't really broken them down yet. You know what I mean? As much as I have for this game now. And I was like, okay, this is going to be tougher, and now I'm looking at it and I'm like, I just don't, if we have a good offensive day, we should beat them by a wide margin. It's not on the road, it's, I mean, you know what I mean? It's not a full road game. It's, it's in New York, ain't it?
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see what that crowd looks like.
I am too. I think it should be closer to 50-50, maybe 60-40.
I mean, they're up in East Lansing. I said they're up in East Lansing. I don't know how far of a drive that is from
this game.
No. Michigan State's from East Lansing.
Oh, I thought you were saying this game. I'm like, no, this game's at the freaking.
No, I'm saying I don't know how far of a drive it is from East Lansing to New York.
Well, let's pull up maps and let's give it the old eyeball test. So here's the bad news for our East Lansingers. You have to, you're going to have to go around on Lake Erie. You can't go through it unless there's a road there. If there's a road there, you tell us. I don't think there is. And this is for the Edmund Fitzgerald. I'm still mad about it. Where? Oh, there it is. Okay. So we're going to have to go around Lake Erie. And we're going to go up. You're going to hug Ohio. You're going to hug it. And you're going to go right.
I've never wanted to hug Ohio.
You're going to go through Erie. You're going to go through Erie. And if you want, stop in Scranton.
I would stop there.
And then here's New York. Where's New York City? I've never been there. Oh, it's down here. Yeah. Go through Scranton. Kind of, hug it and come down. Maybe where's Niagara Falls? Maybe stop at Niagara Falls.
Hey, I think you're in the wrong profession, Andrew. You need to be a travel planner.
Yeah. I mean, you can hug Ohio and go through Cleveland.
I don't think anyone's ever wanted to hug Ohio.
No, it's true. It's a good point. But do you see, by the way, Division III Scranton beat Pitt in basketball this week?
Yeah. Michael Scott?
Yeah, no, that was the meme. It was that I saw it all over social media.
Stanley?
Yeah. whoever that coach is, I'm just gonna tell you this right now. Fire that guy. I'm sorry. I mean, like, it was rough. It was where. When did I see that? Why is that not on here? Pitt Scranton. Pitt Scranton. Why is it not listed on?
I think Mass Dwight had about 40 on him.
Oh, it was the women's game. Still, I don't care. Still, fire that coach.
Phyllis and Pam were Jordan and Pippen.
No, yeah. Fire that guy. He lost to Scranton. Scranton beat Pitt 69-63. Fired the coach. Hired the Scranton coach. That's what I do. Phyllis fans, come on down. But yeah, so I mean that's the reality of this ball game. I think it's going to come down to our ability to score against their defense. I just think that we're going to have a good defensive game here. I mean, it should be. They are such a one-dimensional team. I mean, they should be easy to defend. I mean, now should be doesn't mean they're gonna. I mean, it's basketball. They can have a good day shooting. Lots of different things can happen, but should be a team that is easier to defend than Louisville. In Louisville, man, that's a hard team to defend. They're quick. They can shoot. Everybody can shoot. They have guys that can get to the rim. They make free throws. They're a tough team to defend. This Michigan State team, they're a little slower. They play slow. They play half-court offense. If you hold them to one shot per possession, I don't think – I think we're going to win this game by 10-plus points.
I agree. I agree with you. I think we're going to make like the Philadelphia Eagles, and we're going to beat the Lions. You know, my Eagles beat the Lions last night, so we're going to beat Michigan twice.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah.
Shout out Cam.
Yeah, dude, Clay and Cam were just getting into it. I haven't even read it yet.
It's because me and Clay have an alliance, the Bears and the Eagles. They're beating all of our opponents. We're beating all of their opponents.
Imagine not being at the top of your division, Trevor said. That's funny. Yeah, that's good. But I'm excited for this one. I'll be honest with you. I think this is a game. I think we're going to win tomorrow night. And it's going to be a good momentum thing. It's going to feel good. They're still going to be ranked. It's going to be great. But I don't think it's going to be real telling of who we are quite yet. I think we're going to have to wait for the Gonzaga game for that, unless I'm forgetting a game sooner than that.
We played North Carolina and Indiana.
I thought Indiana was after Gonzaga.
Oh, it is. You're right. Indiana is right after Gonzaga. That's my bad.
Okay, North Carolina's before. Okay.
Yeah.
So until North Carolina. North Carolina's on the 2nd of December. Gonzaga's on the 5th. That'd be a big week. But yeah, I don't think that. I think if we go and beat them, we're going to be feeling good. We're going to win some of the poop games, and then we're going to play North Carolina, and that's going to be a real big one.
Yeah,
because they're playing good.
It
ball.
sucks that that's a Tuesday night at 9 at home. Like what?
Yeah.
Like why can't that be on a Saturday?
9:30. Why?
I'm gonna be a zombie when I wake up the next day.
Do you know why that is? You think?
I have no idea.
It doesn't make any sense. I mean, it's got to be like the scheduling of the ACC SEC thing.
Probably, yeah.
That's bullcrap, man. I mean, Rupp Arena is going to be rowdy, but that's unfair.
We've kind of gotten hosed on this schedule.
Yeah. Now Friday night against the Zags sounds nice to me.
Very nice.
And then Indiana. That's a 7:30 home one. I feel that'll be nice. I feel pretty good about that. And then St. John's, that'll be a tough little stretcheroo there. So any other thoughts on this game against the Spartans, Carson, before we call it a day?
That's all I got. Thanks everybody for listening. Everybody enjoy their Monday, and come show out tomorrow. We're doing the Burl Brew again. What time have we decided on time for that?
We haven't. We'll let everybody know on our socials. But the plan is to right now. We're thinking we're going to go live from 5:45 to 6:15. So if you can't make it to the Burl, hop in here.
The live, yeah.
And comment, and that'd be great. But we'd love to have everybody there. We had a great turnout the first time.
It means a lot to us.
Yeah, it's fun. So show out, come out and hang out. It's a ton of fun. We watch the game there. So, but if you can't make it, join on in here in our live tomorrow. So, and we'll have that I'll make it well before, we get there. So you'll know what time it's scheduled for. That's when we're going to start. So, exciting day tomorrow. Let's beat the crap out of the Spartans. Do we want to give score predictions and stuff? Or you want to save it for tomorrow?
Save it for tomorrow.
Perfect. All right. We will save that for tomorrow. If you want to hear our score predictions and MVPs, you got to be here in the live or at the Burl. Hope everyone has a great rest of their Monday, and we'll see you next time right here on the Wildcats Today podcast.